The metallic clang of the prison gate echoed behind me, a harsh sound that sealed my fate. The guards pushed me forward, their hands firm on my back. I didn't resist. I couldn't find it in me to fight. My mind was far away, in a place much more dangerous than this high-security prison. It was with her. It was on Belle, the woman I was forbidden to love, the one I couldn't live without. As they marched me down the long, sterile hallway, the dim fluorescent lights above flickered erratically. Each pulse of light was like a flashback, taking me back to the last time I saw her. Belle, bruised, furious, trembling with rage, yet kissing me as if I were her last breath of air. The ghost of that kiss still burned on my lips, a brand I couldn't erase. Cell 47, a guard's voice boomed, breaking my trance. I stepped inside the small, cold space. Concrete walls, a thin mattress on a metal frame. It was all depressingly familiar. But this time was different. I wasn't alone. There she was, sitting on the lower bunk, as if she'd been waiting for me all along. Her wrists were cuffed, but her eyes were blazing with that untamable fire I knew so well. Finally, she whispered, her voice a low rumble that sent a shiver down my spine. I froze, my breath caught in my throat. We'd been separated for days, ever since the riot. Days that felt like an eternity. Now, here she was, so close I could feel the heat radiating from her. You look terrible, I managed to say, my voice rough. It was a pathetic attempt to hide the overwhelming wave of relief crashing over me. A smirk played on her lips. You look worse. A heavy silence filled the space between us, charged with unspoken words, with fear and longing. I took a hesitant step closer. She didn't move an inch, just held my gaze with that fierce intensity that could unravel me completely. What did they tell you? She asked, her voice soft now. That you attacked an officer, that you started the fight, that being near you is dangerous. My words were barely a whisper. Did you believe them? She murmured, her eyes searching mine. I let out a shaky breath I didn't realize I was holding. I believe you. The fire in her eyes softened instantly, replaced by a vulnerability that broke my heart. Then come here. I didn't hesitate. I sat beside her on the bunk, our shoulders brushing. The warmth of her skin through the thin prison uniform was a stark contrast to the cold room. I wanted to reach for her, to hold her, but I didn't know what she needed. Did she need me to be strong, or did she need comfort? She answered for me. She leaned in, slow and deliberate, her gaze never leaving mine. It was a silent question, a permission she was asking for. My heart hammered against my ribs, so loud I was sure she could hear it. Our breath mingled in the cold air. Our foreheads touched, a soft, trembling connection that grounded me. Claire, she whispered, her voice cracking just slightly. I thought they were going to transfer you again, and I thought you were dead, I whispered back, the raw truth hanging between us, a weight too heavy to bear. Then, she tilted my chin up with her cuffed hands and kissed me. It wasn't like the last time, not desperate or frantic. This was slow, aching, and filled with a profound sense of gratitude. It was a kiss that said, you're here, you're alive, don't you dare disappear again. My hand found its way up her arm, resting on her shoulder. I didn't need to pull her closer. She was already melting into me, the tension in her body finally unraveling. But the world always has a way of interrupting. A loud, jarring siren blared from outside our cell, shattering the moment. Belle pulled away, her eyes wide with alarm. They're coming. For us? I asked, my voice laced with a new kind of fear. For me, she said quietly, her face grim. Before I could process her words, she grabbed my wrist. Her grip was strong, almost painful. Listen to me. They think I'm involved with the prison gang. They're trying to pin everything on me. Belle, I started, wanting to argue, to fight for her. No, she cut me off, her eyes locking onto mine, fierce and pleading. You have to promise me something. Whatever happens after tonight, don't protect me. Don't lie for me. Don't follow me into trouble again. I shook my head, a knot forming in my throat. I'm not leaving you. You have to. I won't. Our foreheads pressed together again, our breaths shaking, a storm of emotions choking the small space between us. I love you, she whispered, the words so quiet I almost thought I'd imagined them. It was the first time she'd ever said it. My chest tightened, and my eyes stung with unshed tears. I love you too. Heavy footsteps thundered down the hall, stopping right outside our door. A key turned in the lock. Belle closed her eyes for a fleeting second, breathing me in, as if trying to memorize this moment, memorize me. The cell door swung open with a deafening creak. Belle Warren, you're being moved. I tried to stand, to go with her, but she squeezed my hand once a firm, final message. Don't. And then she let go. 2 guards pulled her to her feet. She went without a fight. She didn't look back, not until she reached the doorway. For just a heartbeat, her gaze flicked to mine. It wasn't long, but it was enough. It was a look that screamed, wait for me. A look that promised this wasn't the end. And I believed her, even as the heavy door slammed shut, plunging the cell into a deeper silence. Even as the sound of the siren faded into the distance. Even as I was left completely alone, holding the memory of her kiss like a sacred promise. I would wait, no matter what. I would wait for her.